Alright, I was in a Walgreens today and I stumbled upon these from Diamond Select from 2018, the 25th anniversary of The Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is what I found. No Sally, no regular Jack Skellington. From what I understand, there is a Walgreens exclusive of Jack Skellington in his regular pinstripe suit, but it wasn't there. But I was happy to score these, to say the least, and I will have my eye open for regular Jack Skellington. So anyway, I know these are a re-release. They were out maybe last year around Christmas time, I'm not sure, but in different forms. I know they came in a bathtub and he probably had a sign behind his head, but I'm not familiar with this one. So anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually have a look at Lock, Shock, and Barrel. So we'll move these guys out of the way and let's have a look here. So from what I can see, you get a lollipop, you get some masks to go on the different characters there, and I'm not sure what I see down there, but I think we'll crack this open. It looks like there's 3 display stands down in there about the size of a $50. So there's part of your lineup. Interesting enough, I know there's more to this lineup, and but they're showing exactly what I have here. And I know there's a Sally. Unless she too is a Walgreens exclusive, I do not know. I'll have to do a little research on that. So let's see. This is from 2018 right there. So this is new. Walgreens must have just got these in because I'm at that Walgreens quite often. It's just convenient. Anyway, let's get these out of the box and have a better look. Alright. I must say, good thing they gave these little display stands because they're not standing without them. In fact, her head is so heavy that that little base barely supports her. So it may require a larger stand. Larger display stand. I have some of those from NECA. And I haven't really looked at these things yet. I will tell you that his shoe points are very sharp, so be careful. Alright, now where do we start? I don't see any place to stick this thing. I remember it got stuck to his face, so I would assume it is actually for him, but we'll see that he has no way to hold it, and there are no extra hands. Let's get this base off of here real quick. And his paint is pretty fantastic. I think it looks like me when I was a kid. Nice dry brushing on there. Highlight his hair a little bit. So yeah, let's go through his articulation. I like his ribs painted on his clothes. Very nice. Be careful with these because the joints are super, super stiff. So I get some rotation in the shoulder. Let's see. I'm not getting much up, but that just might be. Yeah, just be careful. Wow, those things are really tight. Tight to the point where if you force the issue, you may break it. So be careful. The hands, I believe, will rotate. I mean, it definitely looks like they're pegged in there. Yeah, again, very tight. Now that one actually goes a little bit. Wow, very tight. Display purposes only. You get some movement in the hips, but because of the garment here, the hard rubber garment, you don't get much. Let's see here. His feet are definitely pegged in, so you do get some rotation, but wow. Again, folks, I can't stress it enough. Hear that? Those are tight joints, so be very careful. And you see how heavy, top heavy they are with their big heads. See that? So let's put him back on his base, and this should just clip on like so, and it does. Force fit. Very cool. Very cool movie. I remember seeing this at the Davis Theater in Chicago on Lincoln Avenue when it was new. And I enjoyed the movie on the big screen. Wasn't well received at first. And all of a sudden, it's, you know, one of the hottest Halloween movies / Christmas movies since sliced bread. Let's have a look at this guy. See if we can get some focus here. There we are. I gotta have blue. Multiple color blues. There's a really dark blue deep in there for his tongue and his inside of his mouth. There is a lighter blue on his teeth. And then, of course, there's very stark blue on his lips. The blue underneath his eyes match his teeth. And there's actually some paint detail in his hairline. That's not a dry brush. That's literally a different color altogether. Strategically applied. Very cool. And, of course, you have his little tail. And his pointy-ass boots. And they do hurt. Let's see. Again, more tight joints, so be careful. Alright, so rotation in the wrist here with his little hands. And these shoulders are very tight. There they are. Be careful. And then looks like we should have wow. You see how this is put on here, right? Yeah, I don't know if I want to force the issue. Looks like he gets a little head movement, but I don't know if that's intentional because this seems like a softer rubber. So, I don't think... There we are. Maybe a case of the paint being a little stuck. So yeah, let's see how his mask fits. And it looks like he has two little pegs here to help him out in that department. Let's see if I'm doing this right. I'm trying. This is a little trickier than... Probably got to lift up on his hair, I would think. You do. Wow, that's much more difficult than short guy right there, but it can be done, and once it's done, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good indeed. Let's get him back on his base here. See if we can get him a little more ambulatory. All right, and now this one here is the one. When you go messing around with the head joint on this one, you're gonna have to be careful, because I don't know if you can see that. Her head is so heavy with the hat and all the extra hair that if you got to look at this little joint here that holds it to the body, it's very, very top heavy. So if she tumbles off a shelf, I'm almost willing to guess she will break the first time she falls. So make sure you got her on a stand that's worthy of that head weight. Alright, again, shoulders move, little twist in the hand there. Let's get this off of here. She's got a rotation in the ankle, and her legs will move forward and back. And again, if you buy these, just make sure you don't give them to a kid, because they won't last. These are definitely for adult display only. So let's see how difficult this is going to be. Oh, maybe not working out so good for me. So you gotta get that up like so. Yeah, wow, the first one was the easy one. Everything after has been quite a pain, but I think I got it lined up there pretty good. There. Much nicer. See? So yeah, you can see, look at this. You're gonna actually have to lean this figure forward. I don't think I want to trust that. Let me score a better stand, and then be right back. All right, this stand is gonna have to do for now, but it's really, really big, and so when you peg this figure in, it's gonna be setting off to one side, which is kind of a bummer, but I think, man, I don't know if I like the way that fits either. Not bad, but much more stable in the long run. So yeah, just be careful. Just don't let it topple off. You know, if you're gonna set these on the shelves, make sure they're set back, so worst case scenario, if they fall, they just fall like this and not off the edge of a shelf where they're on their way to the floor. You know, otherwise these two little guys, these bases are more than adequate. Again, I don't know where that goes unless you drill a hole in your hand. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you know, anyway, that's been my look at the 2018 25th anniversary of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, presented to us by Diamond Select. All right, thanks for watching. Howlin' Wolf out.